Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ron. Yesterday, early this morning, I posted a video about when you're going to receive your next check or the next stimulus check. I'm going to follow up with that. Everything's still correct, but there's more information, and I didn't realize a link there that I should have went into the press release and read from there. Again, nothing I said was incorrect, but I just want this to be absolutely clear, okay? So this was from December 29th. This is the IRS press release with regard to payments. All right, so December 29th, 2020. Today, the IRS and the Treasury Department will begin delivering second round of economic impact payments as part of the coronavirus response and Relief Supplemental Appropriations Act of 2021 to millions of Americans who received the first round of payments earlier this year. The initial direct deposit payments may begin arriving as early as tonight. For some, that was Tuesday. Right, the 29th. Earliest tonight for some, and will continue into next week. Paper checks will begin to be mailed tomorrow, Wednesday, December 30th. The IRS emphasizes that there is no action required by eligible individuals to receive this second payment. Some Americans may see the direct deposit payments as pending or as provisional payments in their accounts before the official payment date of January 4th, 2021. The IRS reminds taxpayers that the payments are automatic and they should not contact their financial institutions or the IRS with payment timing questions. As with the first round of payments under the CARES Act, most recipients will receive these payments by direct deposit. For Social Security and other beneficiaries who receive the first round of payments via Direct Express, they will receive the second payment the same way. Excuse me, I don't know if the air is dry, but you hear I start getting nasal. As soon as it gets cold out here and the humidity drops, forget about it. I struggle. All right, so continuing. Anyone who received the first round of payments earlier this year but doesn't receive a payment via direct deposit will generally receive a check or, in some instances, a debit card. For those in this category, the payments will conclude in January. If additional legislation is enacted to provide for an additional amount, the economic impact payments that have been issued will be topped up as quickly as possible. So remember, I'm sure you remember, but I'm going to tell you anyway. They want to give the world billions of dollars, but they want to give Americans $600, right? And they're not really giving you anything. It's us giving us ourselves money. But $600. President Trump said, no, do $2,000 per person. Whatever, Mitch McConnell objected, whatever. So in order for President Trump to sign the bill, he said, you have to take up this thing or promise you're going to take it up and debate and try your best to pass it. So there is a possibility that an additional $1,400 per person or more, depending on your status, can happen in the near future. But for now, it's $600. And I believe $1,200 for a married couple, up to $75,000 you make, or $150 if you're married. Anyway, all right. Any eligible individuals who did not receive an economic impact payment this year, either the first or the second payment, will be able to claim it when they file their 2020 taxes in 2021. The IRS urges taxpayers who didn't receive a payment this year to review the eligibility criteria when they file their 2020 taxes. Many people, including recent college graduates, may be eligible to claim it. People will see the Economic Impact Payments, EIP, referred to as the Recovery Rebate Credit, the RRC, on Form 1040 or Form 1040SR, since the EIPs are an advance payment on the RRC. Here we go with the acronym thing. Continuing. Throughout this, those for you that just listen to audio, like on Apple Podcasts, iHeart, and all that, promise you we're getting to the stuff you want to hear. This is just, this is all important. Anyway, throughout this challenging year, the IRS has worked around the clock to provide economic impact payments and critical taxpayer services to the American people, said the IRS Commissioner. We are working swiftly to distribute this second round of payments as quickly as possible. This work continues throughout the holidays and into the new year as we prepare for the upcoming filing season. We urge everyone to visit irs.gov in the coming days for the latest information on these payments and for important information and assistance with filing their 2021 taxes. Authorized by the newly enacted COVID relief legislation, the second round of payments, or EIP2, is generally $600 for singles and $1,200 for married couples filing a joint return. In addition, those with qualifying children will also receive $600 for each qualifying child. Dependents who are 17 and older are not eligible for the child payment. Next bullet, we'll call it that, next bullet point. And I do that for the people that are listening. Payments are automatic for eligible taxpayers. Payments are automatic for eligible taxpayers who file the 2019 tax return. Those who receive Social Security retirement, survivor, or disability benefits, railroad retirement benefits, as well as supplemental security income, and Veterans Affairs beneficiaries who didn't file a tax return. Payments are also automatic for anyone who successfully registered for the first payment online at irs.gov using the agency's non-filers tool by November 21st, 2020, or who submitted a simplified tax return that has been processed by the IRS. Basically, if you already did the first payment and it came direct deposit, everything went through fine, you don't have to really do anything at all. Who is eligible for the second economic impact payment? Generally, U.S. citizens and resident aliens who are not eligible to be claimed as a dependent or someone else's on someone else's income tax return are eligible for the second payment. Eligible individuals will automatically receive an economic impact payment of up to $600 for individuals, $1,200 for married couples, and up to $600 for each qualifying child. Generally, if you have adjusted gross income for 2019 up to $75,000 for individuals and up to $150,000 for married couples filing joint returns and surviving spouses, you will receive the full amount of the second payment. For filers who with income above those amounts, the payment amount is reduced. How do I find out if the IRS is sending me a payment? People can check the status of both their first and second payments by using the Get My Payment tool, available in English and Spanish only on irs.gov. The tool is being updated with new information, and the IRS anticipates the tool will be available again in a few days for taxpayers. I actually checked it, and it's bringing me to, let me see some, oh, no, damn it, I wish I had it. I'll show you in a second what it looks like. It looks like you can't find, you're like, oh, where's the Get My Payment tool? No, I'm sure they're just updating the site, because as soon as it's ready, it'll be right there. You'll click Get My Payment, or Where's My Payment, whatever the hell it is, and it brings you right to it. How will the IRS know where to send my payment? What if I change bank accounts? That's a good one. The IRS will use the data already in our systems to send the new payments. Taxpayers with direct deposit information on file will receive the payment that way. For those without current direct deposit information on file, they will receive the payment as a check or debit card in the mail. For those eligible but who don't receive the payment for any reason, it can be claimed by filing a 2020 tax return in 2021. Remember, The economic impact payments are an advance payment of what will be called the Recovery Rebate Credit, the RRC, on the 2020 Form 1040 or Form 1040 SR. That's just weird, though, because it says, like, what if I change my bank account? And it says, well, then you'll receive, but how long would that take? I mean, is it when they try to send it, is it automatically bounce back and they say, oh, that account's no good no more? Does it get stuck in limbo? How long does it take? So maybe they address that. I hope they do. Will people receive a paper check or a debit card? For those who don't receive a direct deposit by early January, they should watch their mail for either a paper check or a debit card. The speed delivery of the payments to reach as many people as soon as possible, the Bureau of the Fiscal Service, part of the Treasury Department, will be sending a limited number of payments out by debit card. Please note that the form of payment for the second mailed EIP may be different than for the first mailed EIP. Some people who received the paper check last time might receive a debit card this time. And some people who received a debit card may receive a paper check, whatever. They just want their money. IRS and Treasury urge eligible people who don't receive a direct deposit to watch their mail carefully during this period for a check or an economic impact payment card. It will be sent in a white envelope that prominently displays the U.S. Department of Treasury seal. It has the Visa name on the front of the card and the issuing bank, which is Metabank, N.A., on the back of the card. Information included with the card will explain this is your economic impact payment, and you could go to eipcard.com. I'm going to put a link to this press release anyway. Are more people eligible now for payment than before? Under the earlier CARES Act, joint returns of couples where only one member of the couple had a Social Security number were generally ineligible for a payment, unless they were a member of the military. But this month's new law changes and expands that provision, and more people are now eligible. Yeah, but it's less money, even though it's still us paying ourselves. In this situation, these families will now be eligible to receive payments for taxpayers and qualifying children of the family who has worked and whatever. It's just stupid because before you couldn't get it, married couple, whatever, and now it's just less. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Is any action needed by Social Security beneficiaries, railroad retirees, and those receiving veterans benefits who are not typically required to file a tax return? Sorry, my breathing. Most Social Security, retirement, and disability beneficiaries, railroad retirees, and those receiving veterans benefits do not need to take any action to receive a payment. Earlier this year, the IRS worked directly with the relevant federal agencies to obtain the information needed to send out the new payments, the same way benefits for this group are normally paid. For eligible people in this group who didn't receive a payment for any reason, they can file a 2020 tax return. I didn't file a tax return and didn't register with the IRS.gov non-filers tool. Am I eligible for a payment? Yes, if you meet the eligibility requirement. While you won't receive an automatic payment now, you can still claim the equivalent recovery rebate credit when you file your 2020 federal income tax return. Will I receive anything from my tax record showing I received the second economic impact payment? Yes. People will receive an IRS notice or letter after they receive a payment telling them that the amount of their payment. They should keep this for their tax records. Where can I get more information? I'm going to post this link, but you'll see. For more information about the EIP and the 2020 RRC, key information will be posted on irs.gov/EIP. Later this week, you may check the status of your payment at irs.gov/getmypayment. For other COVID-19 related tax relief, visit irs.gov/coronavirus. I am going to post this link. I'm sorry it took so long. I'm sorry I sound, and this is about 14.5-minute video. This just came out of my nose, but Rudolph called me. Anyway, I hope this was a little more helpful. I was trying to help everybody yesterday with the video. I came across this today and I was like, I wish I would have did this yesterday. So I'm just going to put it out there anyway. Hopefully it answers somebody's question. Hopefully it puts somebody at ease, or maybe it brings up more questions. If anything, drop them in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer them or find out the answer to your question. All right. So anyway, good luck, everybody. The New Year is here. Yes, 2020, crazy year. Just make sure you be safe. All right. Don't be a knucklehead for the new year. You want to go have fun or whatever, do it. Just don't start the new year off being hungover, being in jail, anything like that, or being hurt, whatever. Just be careful. Have fun. Just be responsible, okay? And more importantly, be safe. Thank you as always. Please like, share, and subscribe. Peace. Happy New Year.